DC Beats.
Look, I'm a trip, so I'll pay for the bag. The trips in the ceiling, coop me and taking.
Wagwan YB community, welcome back to episode 7. I'm here with two special guests, King of the Pitch, and we have another one, Elite Football. Stay tuned, we're going to get started. So first off, you want to introduce us. So you want to introduce yourself and just tell the people what King of the Pitch is all about.
Well, first of all, I'm Ash from KOTP. A lot of people know it as KOTP, King of the Pitch. We run events, football events. I don't know what more to say. Like, we just run litty events, you know what I'm saying?
What's your background like in football and all of that?
So I've played football growing up my whole life. So about, I think, 14 years. You know, I played all my SAP, my youth NPL. And then, unfortunately, I don't know why I quit, but I quit. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I have nothing to say. Like, it's not like I had an injury. It's not like politics. I just
fell
stopped.
out of love from it.
Just 1 year, stopped. And then I was boxing for about 5 years, competing. And then now we're back. We're back.
What made you want to go from like playing to like doing King of the Pitch, like hosting events and stuff like that, building a community?
Before I came back to football, I had mad FOMO. I was like, man, I need to get involved. What can I do? And I was playing, this is how KSB started. I was playing PlayStation. I was playing like FIFA or something with all the boys. And I'm like, bro, I got my phone out and I was like, okay, put a poll. I said, pick up game, 1 vs 5 this day. And bro, I had 80 people say they're down to play.
Oh, man.
So I was like, wait, let me cook something up. I went on like Canva, whipped up some random logo, bang. This all happened within 2 hours while I'm on the PlayStation chat.
That's mad.
Whipped up the logo, boom. 5-side tournament, 1 vs 5. I said,
That was your first ever
that was my first comp. And then we had 24 teams registered. I kid you not, in 2 days.
Damn, that's hectic.
24 teams. We had minimum 7 players in each team. Let's do the math. 24. I'm so bad.
I'm not doing no math, bro.
We had almost 200 players in 2 days registered for the event. And then, but leading up to the event, bro, like, it felt so like surreal. Like, everything was so weird. Like, from just a PlayStation chat to now I'm running a full event.
Would you say that was like your turning point to like really go hard in this?
Bro, 100%. And then, actually, no. It was my second tournament. Because even the first one, I was like, all right,
So
cool.
what was your first tournament that you hosted?
It was just a normal King of the Pitch.
Yeah.
And then that went through, and then we done our second one, and it was even bigger, even better. New players, you know, it wasn't just the same people, it was new people. And that one, we maxed our capacity in a couple of days. And then from there, I remember this one point, and I'll never forget it. I'm sitting out on the top of the stairs, and you can see out the whole pitches. And I'm there, and I'm like,
I built this.
damn, bro. Like, I did this.
Yeah, that's sick.
And you know
That's
what?
like
It was like,
that
motivated me, bro. And I was like, bro, if it wasn't for everyone that backed me, everyone that supported me, the boys that started it with me, like, shout out to all these people. Because without the right people around me, I promise you I would be nowhere.
So what was the date of that first event? Like, how long have you been doing it?
Bro, we've been doing it. So I've been planning it for a while. Like, so just a quick backstory. My dad's been doing football tournaments for years. He's been doing this stuff for years. Like, he goes 11-a-side, 7-a-side, more communal stuff, interstate. And then he took a step back.
So would you say that was like your inspiration?
That was my inspiration, but like subconsciously, like I didn't realize that it had that effect on me.
It runs in your blood.
It literally ran in my blood. Like, I didn't realize it until like everyone used to come to me saying, oh, we played at your dad's events and stuff. I was like,
cool, bro.
yeah, bro. Like, I thought he was just talking it up.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, since then, our first tournament was in January.
Yeah.
And now we're here in, what's the month? April. Where we've been pumping tour. I think we've done like 10 events in 11 months.
Oh, that's sick, bro.
So like, what's been the most memorable moment for you within?
Most memorable moment was the Champions of Champions
Oh yeah.
tournament. So we got all the winners of all our tournaments playing one crazy tournament.
Explain that a bit further, because wow.
So the Champions of Champions,
Yeah.
it was a halfway point into our journey so far throughout the year. And we were like, okay, we contacted all the teams, the runners-up and the champions of each individual tournament.
Yeah.
We chucked them into one tournament. And when I tell you, they were ballers.
Yeah.
And it was the most intense tournament that I've ever seen. And I'm not just saying it because, you know, it's our tournament. Like, bro, these guys, the ballers, bro, we had professional players playing.
Oh, yeah?
And they were saying, don't post us on socials because obviously they're on contracts and stuff. And it was crazy.
Damn.
Like,
That's the
crazy
thing, bro.
ballers.
Football brings community.
Yeah,
together.
that's right.
And bro, in that tournament, someone came up to me and was like, I'm not gonna mention the name out of like privacy. They were like, bro, I really like, they pulled me aside and they're like, bro, thank you. Like, I've reconnected with someone that I haven't seen in 10 years.
Wow.
I was like,
That's crazy.
bro, that's what means a lot. And on the same day, I was there with my business partner, Anto. But a lot of people don't know this guy is my partner. Like, KHP, he's with me on it.
Yeah.
But he just rather not to be on like socials and stuff. Like, he's trying to be low key and trying to be nonchalant. He ain't that guy. But he does all the behind the scenes stuff, you know? Like, even now, he's at a meeting right now while I'm here. So big shout out to Anto, bro. You're that guy. We're at that Champions of Champions and we're there and we're like, bro, like, look at this. Look what we've built. We did this. He didn't do it. We did this, you know? Like, we've built this up. Literally, the hours that go into these events, bro, you don't even understand. I can sit here and explain it and it won't even make sense. I can't explain it. You know, it's a different type of stress.
So how do you manage all of that?
Bro, managing
Like people
work life,
helping you and all that.
KTP life, social life. It's hard, man. It's hard, but it's just that sacrifice because me, Sami, Anto, and our team that are behind us, we have a vision, we have a goal, and there is literally nothing stopping us.
Yeah, that's the most important
Our
thing.
vision, we're gonna go international, bro.
Inshallah.
Inshallah, bro. We're gonna go international.
Do you go anywhere like site set? Like
Yeah. We've got stuff set, but we want to keep it. And once things are set in stone, then we'll start talking about it.
Just going international straight, or would you like start with like maybe Melbourne?
Yeah, bro.
Football in Australia is like
so we've been contacted through different states, but bro, it's just scary. Like working with people is like a bond for life.
Yeah.
You know, like people don't deep like partnerships and stuff.
No,
it's a bond for life. Like what we're doing now, once it's out there, it's out there.
100%.
No matter how, if you take it, it's still there. So that's why when you guys reached out, bro, like I was like 100%. It was a no-brainer, you know? I love what you guys do for the community. You guys
Appreciate
are
that, bro.
top blokes. And you just don't need to explain that to me. I know. Do you know what I mean? That's what I respect.
Bro, can you football culture? Sorry about that, Mike.
Oh no, bro. I was just gonna say like how important is it for you, like in terms of like collaborating? Like, are you like very picky with who you work with, or is it like just people in the community?
It's with collaborations, bro. If I could, I would work with everyone. Unfortunately, time is the biggest restraining point because even now, we have tournaments booked up to 2027.
Yeah,
2027 we booked.
Damn,
2 years in advance.
Oh my God.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, respectfully.
And like with like collabs and stuff that will pop up, we prioritize that. We're like, okay, we'll sacrifice our own tournaments. All right, we'll push that back. Bang. Because opportunities, like things like collabs with big people, they don't come every day, bro.
Yeah, of course.
You need to sacrifice time. You need to sacrifice the things that you've worked hard on for like these opportunities.
Yeah.
Would I work with everyone? 100%. I will make it happen. And we have a big tournament planned. We're in the works at the moment, and we're going to get different people on board.
Hey, bro, we need that YBTV invite, bro. Imagine our team, bro, chopping up.
That's it.
Oh, we got.
Hey, but all I'm saying, KTP All-Star team is cracked.
Yeah?
Cracked. I challenge every...
YB United All-Star team will be crazy.
This is a challenge for every single person out there. If you think you have what it takes to beat my team,
You
Say
know what?
less,
I'm gonna start recruiting.
Yeah, hard, bro. Let's go.
bro. Just say less.
But all serious though, like, what are the challenges? Like, what challenges have you faced throughout this whole time?
Oh my god. If, if all the challenges I name, bro, I'll be here all night crying, bro. Bro, one tournament,
Yeah.
the the night before, I had 6 teams pull out.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah?
6 teams pull out.
Dang.
That's almost 70 people.
What do you do in
Yeah.
those situations?
Hitting your reserves.
Bro, I'm like there messaging everyone and their mum, bro. I'm like, because we've had a time where 2 teams pulled out, which made it an odd number. To run a tournament, you need an even number.
Yeah.
I had to kick out
Another
3 teams.
Oh, no.
no.
You know, but you know, bro, when I tell you my team is so strong and like we've focused on their foundations, we focused on the small little details.
Yeah.
These kind of stuff that we've like set aside people to focus on these foundations of KTP.
Yeah.
That we're at this stage where these little issues, bang, we got someone sorting it out. You know, I'm trying to say is props to Anto. He does all the behind the scene work, and without him, we're nothing. Literally.
Just thinking about it, you're 19, right?
Yeah.
And you've done all of this at this age. It's
Yeah,
freaking
bro.
incredible. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. I sometimes forget my age too, bro. But no, it's all goes down to who you're with, bro.
Yeah.
Who you surround yourself with. If you're in your room with 4 top people, you'll be the 5th top person.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
If you
that's
surround
it.
yourself with
It's the
4
saying.
bums, you're gonna be the 5th bum.
Your friend said, my dad told me your friends either make you or break you.
100%. And I didn't realize until it broke me.
Oh,
And then I realized, okay, I do need to focus on who I surround myself with,
yeah.
who I'm with, who I talk with, who
Yeah.
I'm just interacting with.
Yeah,
all
the
these kind of
circle's
stuff.
important, bro. Like, if people are
100%.
dreaming big around you, it's going to cause yourself to dream big also.
100%, bro.
If people are always negative, like, it's dead, bro. You're going to have dead conversations. You're going to have, no dreams, nothing.
100%. And bro, the 2 closest people to me is my business partner, Anto, and he's more than, this guy's my brother. Like, bro, me and him have gone through it bad, you know?
Wow.
And then I can't wait to the day where, you know what, we're sitting back, chilling by the pools.
One day.
This guy, you know, bro, look where we're at. We've made it.
You've got a vision, bro.
Exactly. We've got a vision.
Yeah.
And bro, it's my brother Samir, this guy, like this.
So obviously you found it, like, easier to work with people that you're very close with, because obviously sometimes in business, like, it can be a challenge, but I guess, like, if you've got that relationship, it's...
Bro, my biggest advice, don't do business with friends, bro. Don't do business with friends. I'm the 1% that's made it.
Yeah,
I've seen friendships break.
Yeah, of course. That's the story we're always told, eh?
Bro. But you know what? If you really care about each other and money aside,
I think it's more about, like, if you guys have the same vision.
Yeah,
vision.
that's
It goes
it.
down to
But
vision.
if the vision is different and slightly, that's when there's, like,
Problems come to
Yeah,
surface and stuff like
you
that.
say communication. Obviously,
100%.
now, like,
Communication.
how do you collaborate? I think the question I want to ask you now is, like, there's a lot of collaborations out there, content creators out there. Now, with your project and your vision, how do you plan on getting all those collaborations involved?
So I literally was begging you guys to ask this question. I kid you not, on a daily basis, people sending me videos, screenshots, messages. This person's doing this person's doing that. Oh, they're copying you here. I said no.
They're
Bro,
just being part of that culture.
Bro, at the end of the day, I sat down with Anto.
Yeah.
He was at UK at the time playing football. I sat down with him. I said, bro, money aside, I do not, like, thank God I'm living, like, I'm okay. My parents have worked their ass off for us to live a comfortable life. I don't need to do this. I want to do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
I'm
it.
doing this for the football community. Football community size, I'm doing this for the community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't want no negativity surrounded with KTP.
Yeah.
Bro, I want to be the
Passion,
pulling
you're
string.
passionate
I wanna,
about it.
like, you don't understand how much it frustrates me when people talk about other people's businesses, other people's hard work. You know, I want to, like, hopefully one day, this day comes very soon,
Yeah.
because we were planning something that I can sit down with these people in the same room without no, like, grudges or anything.
Yeah,
Because
that's
I
it.
know 100% there's stuff going around of people saying stuff, people getting in between two people, making up stuff. Like, if you haven't heard anything from us, then it ain't true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
No, we
trying to
had
say?
this conversation like a few episodes ago. Like, the best thing for people to do is just talk, you know, like
100%.
without talking. Yeah, it's all this
Exactly.
he said, she
It's
said. Like, bro,
exactly,
it's
100%.
not good for business, not good
Of
for
course,
relations,
of
not good
course.
for their city, not good for the creative space, not good for football.
Bro, at the end
Everyone
of the day,
loses.
Sydney is dead right now.
Yeah.
Sydney is dead. Why do you think everyone's going to Melbourne? Why do you think everyone's going Gold Coast? Because creators help each other here. Over here, there's like some like
jealousy or whatever it is.
He's doing this. Bro, like I said, I respect anyone that's on a hustle.
One day we can have a big tournament and got all these
100%.
content creators. Just
I literally respect everyone that's on a hustle.
Yeah.
Everyone that's grinding, because I was there. I am there where people hate, people talk, your own people diss you, all these kind of stuff. It's sad, bro. And like,
what did A$AP Rocky say, bro? Like, when did it become lame to try, you know? Like,
exactly.
Sad, bro. But
so, like, I saw you collaborating with the Australian, was it the multicultural African?
Yeah, that's on this Saturday coming up. The World Cup theme one.
Oh yeah,
that's bro. We got Craig Foster coming down, bro.
Yeah, I saw
Craig
that.
Foster. We got SBS.
Yeah.
That was crazy, bro. Like when they like reached out, I was like, damn.
That was big.
Something big.
That is big.
Like all this kind of stuff is like, bro, we're slowly working our way up.
It's nice to feel like recognized and stuff like that, eh?
Bro. Like that kind of stuff.
It's crazy.
Especially when you put hours and hours and hours. It means a lot.
100%.
Small little stuff mean a lot. Even bro, I get messages, people saying, like, bro, or even at our tournaments, people pull me aside, bro, I love what you're doing. Bro, wallah, that kind of stuff mean the world to me.
Of course.
But mind you, the hardest thing at these events is talking to 400 people.
Yeah,
bro, I go back, my mom's trying, how was it? Mom, not right now. Not right now. I'm asleep. I'm a crash.
Yeah, detox
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bro, even like a couple of days I can't talk.
Yeah.
Because I'm talking to that many people.
Yeah.
But it's mad. You meet mad people.
Yeah, of course.
And I love talking. I'm a yapper. I'm sorry.
Hey, like, have you noticed there's been like a lot more of like the creative space merging into the football space recently?
100%,
like,
man. Like,
can you
bro,
speak
I love
on that
it.
a little bit more?
Bro,
yeah.
I love it. And
because like
it all
obviously
goes
got
down
that
to
entrepreneurial spirit and like, just...
all goes down to social media, bro. Without Samir, my guy, bro, we'll be nothing. And I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this because he's right there.
Some crazy law, bro.
I ain't saying this because he's right there. But Samir, I say it behind his back.
Yeah.
He's been to rooms that he's never walked in with. That was a cold quote. Nah, this guy, without him, we're nothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it like
that's
that.
it, bro.
Because like, I have ideas in my brain that he makes it come to life.
Bro, it just goes to speak on like, bro, one person, they're strong, but when you build a community, build a team, build a solid
team,
foundation,
man. It's all about a team, all about that foundation, making it unbreakable.
Love to see that.
I think where we started now, I don't think that's gonna stop.
100%, bro. It's only gonna get better.
Bro, the street football is starting.
Bro, I'm hearing like little whispers, cuz. I'm hearing stuff, you know?
Ultimate Soccer, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I love that place.
Hard.
It's mad, bro. Shout out Lee from Ultimate Soccer. That guy hooking it up. He's a top
do you feel like that there's any support for football-based creators in Australia?
In terms of support, it's sad. I think, no. I don't think there's enough support. We're only going off us, small people.
Yeah,
there's no external support, which is sad, man. Like, I feel like those top people, they just stay amongst themselves.
Yeah.
They need to come down. They need to help people
but the
out.
media also doesn't help us without like the big media.
100%.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't give any exposure. But to be honest, bro, football, it's always been from the ground up, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the game. Always from the ground up. So like, it's all this. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like you said, bro, you're doing this because you love it.
Bro,
like, we're doing this because we love it. So it's like, eventually it's gonna pop off.
Yeah,
100%.
And for the future generation.
Exactly, you're thinking long term.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, and you're doing the short term stuff, the short term steps to reach that long goal.
That's it.
And that's okay. It
bro,
takes time.
It's a small walk, but like, bro, it's slow and steady.
Slow and steady wins the way.
Bro, 100%. It's always, it's like the oldest proverb, bro.
Literally.
Yeah. Well, bro, I really appreciate you coming on.
Oh,
bro,
man.
come through to you once.
That's it, bro. Like, if you haven't registered yet, register for all our tournaments we got.
Register, man.
Big stuff coming.
Big things happening, innit?
And it
Appreciate
ain't,
it.
Big things.
and it ain't just football.
Ooh.
Oh, what?
Ooh.
Yo, guess who we have here? It's me, the one we've been talking about the whole time.
The special
the
man.
guy that's always behind the cameras. So it's me. Obviously, you helped out with King of the Pitch, behind the scenes and all that. Tell us about your role in it. You know,
My role with KTP is pretty much everything you see on the socials. That's coming from me, coming from all the fun that me, Ash, and Henta have behind the scenes and stuff. So, yeah, that's my role with them. And
So what's like? Do you have like a background in media, or is it just
Yeah,
like
bro.
when?
Ash he always tells a story about. So I'll tell you the story how I worked with Ash. So I started last year, kind of January to February, right? And then eventually, I started on my phone actually,
Oh, okay.
straight phones. And then Ash was like, bro, like you got to come with us with this football stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, but I'm using a phone right now. I don't know, man. And then Ash he got hurt on the first time.
yeah.
Then he asked me the second time. I was like, bro, I'm still using a phone.
Yeah.
Man doesn't give up, eh?
I was like, bro, second I got a camera, I was like, done, bro, let's do it.
Yeah.
So then, pulled up, first event was the Euros event. It was like June last year.
Yeah.
Then, did that tournament, and then from there, we've just been non-stop.
Oh, sick,
Just
bro.
Full throttle.
Obviously, like with media and all that, there's like a lot of work you gotta do around
Yeah.
behind the scenes. So how do you cope with all of that?
Bro, the biggest way I coach with all of it is making sure that I have the time. So, this is what I do full-time, dropped out of university, no job, just fully straight into this. Because if I had other commitments and stuff, I wouldn't be able to put my 100% effort.
So what
Yeah.
inspired you to go to, like really make that commitment?
Bro, just, I'm a very extreme person.
Yeah.
If I do something, I go 100% all
Put
in.
your
Whether
heart
it's
into it.
exactly whether it's a bad thing or a good thing, I'm glad this is a good thing to go into. So
Yeah.
I just can't sleep at night knowing I half-assed it. So
Yeah.
I have to
You have the same vision as him, and you decide, you know what, you believe in his vision, and that's why you.
exactly, bro. That's why I think because like me, Ash, and Enter, we all are on the same wavelength in terms of where we want to be in the future.
Mhm.
We all just have different skill sets,
Mhm.
and we combine together. You know, Enter's more business sided, Ash is more in front of the camera personality, and then obviously I'm behind the camera, and we all just combine together, and we just,
It's perfect. You have like
it's just a
every element
perfect blend, bro.
covered.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like MSN, bro.
That's
I'm
what you call a team.
So which one are you?
Oh, I'm Messi. Yeah.
Nah, respect. So you're full-time exclusive at King of the Pitch?
No, I'm full-time exclusive just in general, bro. Like,
Oh,
but
okay.
I do pretty much all kinds of work. KTV is a very, very, very integral
Cool part.
core part of what I do.
Okay.
And it's kind of my training ground because they give me full creative freedom. I just tell them, boys, rock up, you're doing this, and like, I done.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Do you have like a team with you, like in terms of the media side?
Yeah, so I've got a team with me. I think we're at 5 people now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Got a whole crew and stuff. And yeah, for the most part, for the full big creative projects, I get them on board.
I see.
And then for other gigs, I kind of have them sent out to different places.
What was your parents' thoughts about you dropping out of
Oh,
university?
they
Because
would've
bro, I know
been-
like ethnic
Bro.
households, you know,
Bro,
parents
lose
are
them, bro.
always
I don't want to throw my mom under the bus or something, but
Game of a hat.
nah, obviously I'm brown Pakistani, bro. The reaction was never good. Yeah, bro, the reaction was never gonna be no worries at all. It was I kind of just went into it being like, this is what I'm gonna do.
doing. Yeah, you
Nothing-
you said it rather than ask for it.
I don't
yeah?
ask for it, I just said,
Yeah.
this is what I'm doing. And she was full prepared to kick me out the house.
Yeah.
I was prepared and willing to ask the boys. I was like, boys, I'm about to tell my mom that I'm dropping out.
Yeah.
If she kicks me out, can I stay at yours?
Mm.
And they were like, yeah, done. I was like, all right, cool, I'm chilling then.
So you fully like really believe in this vision?
Yeah, 100%,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I have to,
So far, I
especially.
must say, like, it's going well.
Yeah.
And inshallah, it just keeps going more. And
Thank
more.
you, bro.
That's
It's going well, and exactly.
How's that relationship like with your mom compared to like now, where the business is? How does she
Oh,
feel about it now?
Bro, when I first told her, she had the biggest crash out, bro.
Yeah, of course, bro. Parents
Yeah,
always
she
think
was-
when you say you're gonna do something, they think
Yeah.
it's like make believe.
They think it's like, oh, it's a phase. You'll go over it and
it.
stuff.
Yeah,
But
100%.
I just kind of took it on the chin and understood that at the end of the day, parents just want safety.
Of course.
They just want the safe route, university
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, so I didn't take it personally. I was like, you know what, fair enough. I'll kind of prove my parents wrong. And then eventually 6 months later, she's like, oh,
Believes
this
in it.
video stuff's going pretty well for you. I'm like,
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah.
I told you, I've been telling you.
Yeah.
And then now she's kind of up her back. She asked me like, oh, you're going to go back to uni? I'm like, no.
Mm.
She went,
She's never going to stop, bro.
Yeah.
oh, she'll never stop.
Of
But the
course,
answer's
bro.
always the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
What do you like? Do you have like any advice for other people that are like maybe studying, have like something they want to do as well? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. bro, generally, like the only thing you can do is go all into whatever you want to do.
Okay.
If you don't
If
go
you
all in,
believe into that
yeah,
vision.
that's the number one thing that's gonna either guarantee or like
Mm.
disguarantee. If that's the
But
word.
you have to sort of like
I
believe
guess
in it
that's hard. Though. Some people
wholeheartedly.
say don't put all your eggs in one basket.
That's
so,
true.
Like,
That's true.
but you put all your eggs in one basket.
I think it just depends on like
Depends on the
personality
person,
types,
yeah.
how much you believe in
For
your
better or
vision
for
and
worse,
things
bro, I
like
think it's just if you're not putting your 100%, you're already working.
that. If you've got like the chatter in the back
You've
of
got
your
that chat in the
mind,
back of your head. You've got that kind of fallback plan of,
Mm.
oh, if I can put 80% effort, I can sleep early today instead of working late into the night because I have university. It's just that mindset of being, this is the only one thing I have, and I'm gonna make it work,
Yeah.
and that's that.
Mm.
You know.
So as a person that works in the media, like you obviously interact with other collaborators and stuff.
Yeah.
So how do you find that?
Oh, bro, I love it, bro. I think definitely, like, I believe in strength in numbers.
Yeah.
I believe it's always better to collaborate. Like the same we're doing right now. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
you guys have your thing, we have our thing, and then we're collaborating,
Of
and then we
course.
just. So I think in the media space it's the exact same. You know, we're
So
all.
what's your advice in like getting in touch with other collaborators?
I think just if you see someone that makes cool stuff that you like, just reach
Mm.
out. Just be like, yo, I like your work. Whether you want to work with them or not, you just want to give them a compliment,
Yeah.
like learn from them, like whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just it's
Can't
good
hurt.
to have that community aspect.
Yeah.
Just reaching out to people. You know, it's I don't view it as a. I don't see anyone's doing it as like a competitor.
Yeah, yeah.
I just view it as another person that's on the same wavelength,
Has that same passion.
has the same passion, and I
Yeah.
can relate to as well.
Yeah.
You know, I don't view it as competition and stuff. So
So when you started, did you find it hard to find new like clients, new audiences and stuff like that?
well, thankfully, I don't know how, but at the start, I thought I would have to kind of go out and find clients myself, but
Mhm.
from kind of day one, it's just been 100% people coming to me saying, "Bro, can you do this?" And I've never actually had the space to actually go out and cold call and be like,
Oh, really?
I guess that's the thing about King of the Pitch because like if you think about it, not many people play MPO.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so most people are like at home. Like
Yeah.
a lot of ethnic people, like the Africans, the
Bro.
Arabs and all that. So then when they hear like, yo, there's a tournament where everyone can come and just have fun and just
Mm.
compete with each other.
exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, yo, I want to get involved.
Yeah.
So now it's easy for you to just get, recognition because people are like, I got something I want to do. Can I reach out to Cup?
Yeah, that's it.
King of the
Exactly.
Pitch.
Bro,
But yeah.
I owe like a lot to these boys, bro. Like
Yeah.
so much of my work has been, bro, I know you're from KTP, I know you're from
Referrals
KTP.
Yeah.
and things.
Like it's they've given me like the world, bro.
Who came
Like
up with that name, King of the Pitch?
that was Ash. But yeah, I couldn't be more grateful to these boys. Like they've
Yeah.
genuinely given me a platform, and we just I'm returning the favor now, giving comments back. But yeah, it's just like you said, working with friends is a no-go, but we make it work.
Same vision.
Same
one
vision.
team.
We won't show you the group chat. Some arguments happen in the group chat, but
Of course, natural, bro.
Yeah.
Friendship doesn't have arguments. Bro.
bro, I see Ash and Ansel arguing. I'm sitting there. I'm just like, bro,
I cussed my friend because he's an
I still have a job.
supporter.
Or...
From the media side, like, where do you see this going next?
bro, it's the vision I have is very, very big. I don't just see myself kind of having an agency and that's it. Like
Mhm.
my long-term vision is education, bro.
Okay.
I want to make a difference. So education is one form of making a difference,
Yeah.
and community. And I think what I do is essentially a vehicle to kind of solve a bigger problem, which is just kind of give back to
Mm.
Pakistan, where I
Yeah.
came from. Like,
Yeah.
to keep it blunt, I just want to go back to Pakistan with hella money,
Mm.
hundreds of millions, billions, and be like, yo, let's fix every single problem that we have. Let's just,
My guy, me and you got the same.
bro, right?
vision.
That's like the bleak way to put it. Just
Yeah.
get back with hella cash and just fix everything.
And how do you plan on doing that with like you working with King of the Pitch,
yeah,
trying to grow your company, I would say.
yeah.
You feel like how do you plan on bringing education to that?
Can't disclose everything on camera,
No, that's
obviously,
fair, that's
but
fair.
it,
If you
In
got
the
a
future?
vision, you got a goal. Let's keep it.
there's all I'll say is there's a 10-year plan.
Yeah.
There's a roadmap, and there's all these things put in place. And thankfully, my whole plan is like 2 years in advance right now.
That's
Okay.
good.
So, but
Fast forward.
yeah, it's always fast forwarded somehow.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Again, like KTP, bro, like they're
So, like, obviously everything's going good now. Have you hit any like hurdles or things that just came out of the blue that you weren't expecting, that wasn't in like
every
in the
day is like
plans,
that,
you know?
bro. Every day
Yeah.
there's always something going on, some problem. Like it's never. I never wake up and think, oh, everything's going well, and I go to
Easy,
bed.
yeah.
There's always a problem to solve.
Yeah.
There's always times where
Because that's the thing with media.
Exactly.
People
bro.
don't really know what's happening. They just see the finished
They
product.
see
Yeah.
that's exactly the perfect way to put it. They see the finished product. They don't see the
hard
behind the
work and
scenes, what's going on and stuff. It's yeah.
So
I-
what like do you have like advice mentality wise, things like that for like other people that are trying to get into the same space?
I think be different. I think a lot of people try to look at what other people in the industry do. And I think while that's beneficial, I think don't try to be like them.
Yeah.
Create your own style. Even if that goes against what you've learned from YouTube or whatever, make your own style and people come to you for that.
Okay. Yeah, be
Finished
original.
content on
Yeah,
YouTube.
be original.
I don't know. Some boys just record themselves playing from UK. Like it's just amazing. Like the football culture there.
Yeah.
Hopefully, our pay that comes here and what you guys are doing. Inshallah, that goes
Inshallah,
a
bro.
great way. I appreciate you coming down.
Of course, bro.
Thank you
Thank you for having me on, bro.
Thanks, bro.